Yo, what up, world? 502 King Power coming to y'all with another video, man. Man, one thing that's extremely important to me and very important to a lot of other people in this world, man, is being financially free. But one thing that goes hand in hand with being financially free is being mentally free. Now, what do you mean by that, Paul? Mentally free. I'm going to give y'all a quick example here, man. Mentally free. When I was dealing with depression, when I was oppressed by depression in my life, man, I would go out and spend so much money trying to heal myself, with physical things, whether it be weed, whether it be alcohol, whether it be buying a car, whether it be buying clothes, whether it be hitting the club, whether it be trying to impress a woman. I did all these things, man, out of depression. I know a few people in my personal life who did the same exact thing. Tragedy hit their life. They may have lost someone. Tragedy hit, and it could be someone they lost to death. It could be someone who they lost in a relationship. But when that relationship ends or when that life ends, they're trying to fill themselves up with all this material stuff, all these things out in the world that they think will make them feel good. You know, they're going out and buying all this stuff, trying to put out this facade, or trying to convince themselves really that these things are going to make me feel better. If I go out and get a new car, even though I lost my loved one, even though, you know, I've ended this relationship or they ended this relationship with me, if I go out and buy all these things, it'll make me feel better emotionally. It'll make me feel better spiritually. And it's the furthest thing from the truth, man. When I talk about being mentally free, I mean being free from caring about what everybody else thinks in your life, man. A lot of people are so caught up in what someone else thinks about them. I know people who will lend out their last dollar to someone else who says that they're broke and they need some money. Instead of telling them, you know what, I can't do it. I can't personally do it, man. I'm working on myself. I'm not in a good place financially. In order for them to put on this facade and make it seem like everything's all good with them, they'll give somebody else their last dollar, and they'll try to disguise it as they have a big heart and they're always giving their last. But what it really is that you care about this other person's opinion and what they'll say about you. But how silly is that? You're worried about somebody else who is broke financially, thinking that you're broke or knowing that you're broke. It makes zero sense, man. When I mean mentally free, I mean that you're mentally free to where you're not just out doing things on impulse. You're making the right moves in life. Everything is calculated. It's a calculated plan. You know, just how people go out to a car lot. Man, I went to a car lot the other day. I saw a car online and I love this car, man. I plan on getting this car. But past me in the past, who was moving off of just anxiety, worrying about what other people think, worrying about how other people perceive me, I would have got that car, man. I went there. The sales associate gives me the keys. I didn't even ask for the keys. He walks up to me, and you know how car salesmen are, man. No offense if you're a car salesman watching this video, but you know how y'all are, man. You know, they come up, he's like, yeah, I see you got your eye on that. And it's a newer model of the car I already have. So, you know, he's asking me, he's trying to tell me stuff about the car and all this and that. And I had another model that was similar to it. Not the one I have now, but I already had a previous model that was very similar to this model that I'm looking at. Really wasn't too much to change. I just love the paint job and some little minor touches that they put on it, man. But he starts talking me through, you know, all the salesman talk. You know, yeah, this is a nice color. It's a nice interior. Man, let me go get the keys for you. I said, nah, I'm cool on the keys, man. I'm cool on the keys. I just wanted to come up here and check it out. I saw it online, man. I love this car. And he said, well, I'm just going to go get the keys. I'm going to go get the keys, man. It's how car salesmen are. So I'm outside. I'm looking at it. He comes, get the keys, open up the car, man. Take a seat, man. Start up the engine. And I'm sitting in it and I'm messing with the sunroof and doing all this stuff. I'm like, man, this is nice. This is nice. Now, old me, because this was a newer model car than the one that I currently have, I would have been like, man, go ahead and sign me up. Run the numbers. Run the numbers. I want to get into this car today. I got to have it today. One thing that a lot of people do who are mentally, you know, just under that bondage, they do a lot of things on impulse without thinking. You know, when you're constantly worried about what other people think about you, you're going to blow your money. And one thing that you got to have in order to be financially free, you got to have discipline. That's why, man, I made a video about credit, about getting your credit score up. I put some little tips in there, man, and I guarantee you that they will help you. I guarantee it if you follow it to the T. But one thing that you have to do before you even get into the credit card game and trying to build up your credit, you have to get a budget. You have to get a budget, man. And a budget requires what? Discipline. See, a lot of people can be disciplined and go to school. A lot of people can be disciplined and go to the gym. But when it comes to your finances, a lot of people lose that discipline. Are you able to stick to a budget? And sticking to a budget means I'm going to do everything that I can to stay mentally focused. You know, I'm going to go the right routes in life and fight this depression. I'm not going to go out and try to buy all this stuff and think that it's going to heal me inside, think that it's going to heal me spiritually. If I'm going through a spiritual battle, man, there's no car that you can buy. It wouldn't matter if it was a brand new Rolls Royce. It's no house big enough. It wouldn't matter if it's a $2 million house. If you're going through depression, if you're going through all these different just spiritual attacks, if you're going through all these different mental issues, no amount of money is going to make you happy. No amount of money is going to beat that. Are you telling me, and I don't even carry cash on me no more, but if I had a dollar, just imagine I got a dollar. Are you telling me that this dollar bill has more power than God? You telling me that this money is going to solve all your problems? You telling me that your money is going to solve all your problems? It's not going to solve every problem in life. But when you realize this and you start to have some discipline in these areas in life, man, that's when doors open up for you. When you're able to be financially disciplined, when you're able to stick to that budget, and then you get your credit cards, and then you stick to just only utilizing a certain percentage, under 10%. Don't get you $1,000 credit card and go and max it out. Or don't get you $1,000 credit card, put $500 on it, and then keep paying a minimum balance, because that balance will never go down. You're accruing so much in interest, it'll never go down. That's why I don't suggest anybody who doesn't have a budget or anyone who's just not mentally in the right place to go out and get credit cards, man. If you're a person who buys on impulse, the last thing you need in your hand is a credit card. That's the last thing that you need in your hand, because credit is a tool that can either make you or break you. You're talking about starting up a business and doing all this, man. You got to be mentally free. And when things come up against you, because things will, life is not perfect. When things come up against you, you got to know how to handle these things mentally, man. And then you got to stick yourself on this regimen to where day in, day out, no matter what comes up against you, you're still going to do the same thing. I'm just reading this book, and it's, shoot, I forget his name, man. I forget his name. Oh, my goodness. I forget the author's name. But anyways, man, he helped out. Matter of fact, let me go get the book. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the book right here, y'all. The Unforgiving Race to Greatness, Winning. And this is by Tim Grover. Tim Grover. Now, Tim Grover actually was a trainer that worked with Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Charles Barkley, just to name a few, man. I think he also worked with Tracy McGrady as well. Man, this guy right here, he talks about the relentlessness of Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. No matter what was going on in their personal life, no matter what happened, and we know Kobe had all kind of things going on. Jordan had all kind of things going on in their personal life. Dwayne Wade had all kind of things going on inside of his personal life. But one thing that they did was they got up and they were great every single day. Every day. Every day. They never took a day off. It was no day of, oh, I'm just going to lay in the bed. I don't feel good today. I don't feel good mentally today. Man, my wife was getting on my nerves. This is going on in my relationship. These things are going on in my family. It didn't matter what was going on. Each and every day they got to it. Every single day they got to it. And it was the same regimen every single day. If I went to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if something crazy happens on Friday, you still got to get up and go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday. There's no days off. And that's one thing, man, that it takes to be financially free. You can't take a day off, because if you take a day off mentally, If you take a day off mentally and allow yourself to fall into depression, allow yourself to fall into a sadness, allow yourself, to start feeling bad for yourself. Allow yourself to just take one of them credit cards and go on a shopping spree. That's all it takes to mess you up. One decision, one bad decision is all it takes to throw you completely off, man. One day off is all it takes to throw you completely off. That's why I hate missing the gym. And I know hate's a strong word. I hate missing the gym because once I miss a few days, because I've done it before, man. I've done it before. Once you miss a few days, it is so hard to get back at it. Don't take mental breaks, man. Do what you got to do. Read a book. Read a book, man. I just got a book today. It's called You Owe You. I just posted it up on a community post by Eric Thomas. I love Eric Thomas, man. I love Eric Thomas. Got me through a lot of times, man. He is one person that got me through a lot of times. When I need that motivation, when I need that inspiration, I listen to Eric Thomas. He does wonders, man. He does wonders. There's a reason why that man's getting paid $100,000, 6 figures for him to go and speak for different companies. It's a reason why he's the biggest speaker all over the world. It's a reason why. It's because the man will motivate you like no other, but he also shows you through his work ethic, there's no days off. There's no days off. Don't make any excuses for yourself. That's one thing that we have too often in this world is excuses. Well, I can't do this because of this. I can't do this because so-and-so would think this about me. I can't do this because so-and-so. Man, mentally free yourself. And one more thing while I'm at it, man, mentally free yourself from fear. That's what it all comes down to. Mentally free yourself from fear. A lot of dreams get dreamed late at night and they never come into fruition because scared to make that move. People are scared to make that move. Well, what if somebody thinks this about me? Man, I went through it a lot with this YouTube channel. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just now over the past year getting more consistent. I think I could have had way more subscribers. I think I could have had way more just growth in my channel in general if I was more consistent years ago. But I lived on fear, man. I lived on fear. I lived in anxiety world. That's why I had to stop smoking weed. I'm gonna be honest, man. That's why I'm so passionate about people stop smoking weed, because when you smoke weed, the anxiety goes up. The depression goes up. All the things that you were smoking it for in the beginning, man, it's the same things that hold you down. I'm not saying, for some people, man, you might be able to smoke once in a blue moon. But a lot of people ain't like that. It's a lot of people that's just super addicted, and it's holding them back in life, man. It's holding them back in life. Smoking for me was mental bondage. It was mental bondage. And it was very hard for me to get out of it. So hard that I decided I was going to make videos about it. And little did I know, people, instead of crucifying me for it, would be on the same page with me, man. Because so many people I know that smoke, they want to quit. I'm having a conversation with my friend the other day, man. These are my brothers. I'm chilling with my brothers, and I'm joking with one of my brothers. I'm like, yeah, man, let me hit that. I'm just playing. I had no intent, but he knows I'm just playing. And he says, man, you know what? I know you playing, but even if you were serious, I wouldn't let you do that. You've came too far. You've came too far. Surround yourself with the right people, man. That's going to help that mental bondage as well. Some of y'all hanging around the wrong friends. Some of y'all hanging around people, friends in quotes. Some of y'all hanging around these people, man, that don't want to see you do better. Some people just hanging around so they can watch you fall. Some people just hanging around so they can help you fall. You got to get the right circle around you. And even if your circle is just 2 or 3 people, even if your circle is just 1 person, even if your circle is just you, I don't care if you got to isolate and get by yourself until you can find some new friends, man. You got to do what you got to do. Now, I pray that this video is helpful. I pray this video motivates, is inspiration to everyone watching this video. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what color you are, what country you come from. None of that stuff, man. Mentally free yourself and financially free yourself. When you mentally free yourself, man, you're gonna open up so many doors. You're going to open up so many doors, so many doors, so many doors. Because opportunities, even though we think it's going to come by selling product, a lot of opportunities come to you through relationships, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. Hey, I love you, man. It's 502 King Power. If you like anything about this video, anything at all, take a moment, go down below. Give me a like, man. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I got plenty more videos coming to you, man, very, very soon. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.